Hello. This wasn't really the first video I wanted to put in YouTube for this channel. What I wanted to do a little bit of a summary of how September went. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Saul, and I am a short romance author and a book coach. Now, short romance is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I will be talking about it a lot on the videos that I'm going to be publishing here. But I wanted to tell you guys about how it was for me this September. September was a whirlwind of activity because I launched my first cohort of what I called short romance side hustle back in July. And I started in July and it took about 6 to 8 weeks. And it was successful. I loved doing it. And now I want to launch it again in October. So I had to not only make sure that everything was in place, but also plan a launch for it. And I had to take a course in order to plan that launch. And well, fingers crossed that everything will go properly. But September was a good month. I managed to write a 15,000 word novella. I usually want to write more than that, but sometimes I just can't seem to get myself to do it. But this time the writing went well. I was able to sit down and do it. And when I thought that I was going too slow, just 1,000 words per day, I decided to double up and I was able to finish the manuscript in time. It's actually way ahead of time because this is for November and it's now everything is set up. The arc for the reviews is set up. The manuscript, the edited manuscript is set up and everything. And this was a relief because I spent, an author career is full of things to do, and if you don't get organized, it will drag you down. I spent the first 6 months of the year catching up and trying to meet deadlines and having to put the rough draft up for the readers instead and wait for the edited version to be given to me after the launch of the book. And I hated that. I hated that. So I am so happy that I managed to get one of the Christmas books out already. This one will come uh, on um, on November 21st. It's called Jingle the Mountain Man's Bells. And it's not comedy, but it does have a little bit, the heroine is a little bit of a sunshiny person, and she's always trying to get a rise out of the hero. And by the way, I write short romance as Fiona Clark, and I've written and published 30 books so far. I will make a video about how much I made with those 30 books, but it's not a bit, it'll be soon. It'll be soon. So that was a good thing for September. I managed to get that book out and get it edited and have it all set up. The second good thing that I did was at the end that I took HB90, a course by Sarah Cannon, is for productivity, and I basically set up my goals. I knew vaguely what my goals were, but I set up my goals for writing and for my pen name and for this new course program that I'm running. I want good things to come from it. I want to help people launch their Instalove career, and this program helps them in a few easy steps that are easy to follow so that you don't get bogged down by all the moving parts that it takes to have an author career. So the program helps them, get started properly. So that was one good thing. I now have my goals and my projects and tasks, and I have a lot to do in the last 3 months of December of the year. I usually like to take December off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this year. I I have some ambitious writing goals. I want to write my next series between November and December, and so that I can get that I do that rapid release early in January. I start with those books, and for October, I do have a 15,000 word novella that I need to write. It's also a Christmas book, snowed in, only one bed, age gap. I love those tropes, so my readers get them often. Anyway, after that, just it's um September was a good month overall. It was full of positivity, and you know, I wrote because in August I didn't write as much. And it was really, when I don't write, I feel like I'm failing myself. So, and it's not easy to sit down and write. And that's one of the topics that I'll cover throughout the videos here that I'll be posting in author inspiration, because it's, for some people it's easy. That part is easy. For me, it's not. It's a struggle. And each book is a new struggle. Some of them are easier than others. And I have to keep changing the ways that I do things, the times and places where I write, so that I can, keep writing those books that I love so much. So that is the mini coffee chat for September. And I am looking forward to October and everything it has to bring. And thank you so much for listening. And I'll see you at the end of October with another summary of what's happened writing wise and in my author career.